The music is fun enough. It makes up for it.
Right.
Yeah.
We should all dance, okay? That's our moment.
I do. I can't help myself.
Our moment of joy today. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday. Whoop, whoop. We have an excited PAC team here because today we are talking about moments of joy. Because joy is important, and joy is something that we know we need, especially in times like this. But the big question out there is, are you getting enough? Because what we do know about brains is if brains do not receive moments of joy, they start to lose their thrive to survive. And that's real, and it's something that we want everybody to be aware of. Where we get this information is when we talk about our amygdala. So we've already talked about the amygdala, but our primitive brain, if you hold up your hands and put your two fists together, but stick out your index finger, that's where your hippocampi are located when we think about this as our limbic system. And back here in the back, we represent our amygdala with our thumbs, and they pop up really high when your amygdala are wide open, and usually they live in this alert and aware kind of space. So the primitive brain, the limbic system altogether, has three sort of main functions. Survival, which is that threat and the pleasure seeker, and also your needs meter. Are you getting your needs met? Hunger and thirst, wake and sleep. I know I'm missing out on a little bit of that right now, but those are those needs meters. Then we have thrive, the surviving, the thing that keeps you going, your breathing, your blood pressure, located in your thalamus and your hypothalamus, the parts of your brain that help keep you alive, right? And then the last part that's right there, those hippocampi that we've talked about, learning and remembering, knowing where you are in time and place, and finding your way in the world. So a really important part of the brain, that primitive brain that's sort of running the engine when someone is living with dementia, the primitive brain fairly early on takes over. And the threat and pleasure-seeking amygdala really come into play, and a lot of the thinking brain, that big, healthy outer brain, turns down in functionality. So one thing that we know is really important for all of us, but especially for people living with dementia, finding moments of joy in our day. So, PAC team, what were your moments of joy this week? What did you enjoy? Who has a good moment of joy? While you're thinking about it, here's my moment of joy this week. We had a training virtually, and we figured out how you could teach hand under hand when nobody's allowed to touch anybody else. So I have my lovely person here who I've labeled Abby because I borrowed this sweater from her. And this is her right hand. And what's cool is when I want to turn it around, I can just take her hand off, and then this is her left hand. And it actually allows me to practice hand under hand for someone when I can't actually have a hand here. So that was my moment of joy. Yay! Who else has a moment of joy from this week?
I had a moment of joy yesterday. My neighbors across the street are taking care of their sister who just went through her last chemo treatment. So yesterday she got the neighborhood out. So when she came back from the hospital, we were all along the street 6 feet apart with signs and pom-poms in the sunshine, celebrating with her for her last chemo treatment. So
wow, that's very, very joyful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else have a moment of joy? Shelly, what you got?
Yeah, well, my choir that normally meets on Thursday nights, and we haven't been able to sing together in 5 weeks, have started a Thursday night group where we get together on Zoom And last night we listened to people's favorite songs and discussed why they were favorite to them. So I learned a lot of new things about people that I've been singing with for years. So and had the time to be with them. So it was really
wonderful. Great. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful and good thing you didn't try to sing together on Zoom. I don't know if anybody's tried that yet with your new Zoom stuff. The timing is not great.
Yeah, I know. That's why we don't do that. We just listen together instead.
If you're wanting a true moment of joy and you're okay with a group of people being a little bit silly, it could be kind of fun to try out singing on Zoom together because it is an experience. Anybody else have a moment of joy you'd like to share? Cheryl.
I finally taught my parents how to use Zoom. And it was a project.
Painful at first.
Painful at first, but we did get it. And it's like magic to them. But it certainly is helping us stay close during this time.
Wow. Yeah, I think there's a lot of Zoom use happening. And so those of us that are willing and able, teaching someone else to Zoom is a great way to bring them into the fold. Nice.
A Facebook comment was from Jamie Womack Myers that Julie and she were able to teach a distance program with GEMS.
Yay! Wow, good job teaching GEMS from afar. That is not easy. That takes some skill. Good job, Julie. All right, what else? Catherine.
I pulled back out one of my favorite books, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and every day I leave it out and I just open it up and it gives me joy. And I also started reading it to the kids who live upstairs who were stuck from school. And it's just fun to read them and fun to just read one when I need a little break. So that's my
what a great idea. Keeping those little short and sweet poems around that give you a little moment of joy. Nice. Cheryl B., what you got?
So being able to do chat time with the grandchildren and some hilarious faces they get on and they get grandma to put on, but we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, kids on Zoom is something. They bring moments of joy no matter what, even if it's just for little windows before they find the red button, because they do find that really quickly to hang up on you. But yeah, we're all having our wonderful moments of joy. Please make sure that you have some of your own, because if we can't find moments of joy, then we lose that thrive to survive. And nobody wants that in these times. Times are already hard enough, especially if you're working or living with dementia in your own brain or in someone else around you. We already have enough putting us down and separating us out. Let's see if we can come together and bring some joy to ourselves and to each other. So if you would, share your moments of joy, share your PAC stories with us. All you've got to do is go onto our homepage and click Tell Your Story. It's one of the links now on the homepage. And you can tell us your own PAC story. Tell us about those GEMS classes that you're running. Tell us what your two positives were. And if you've got something you want to change, go for it. But share with us how TIPA or PAC is making a difference for you, because that's really what brings us joy, knowing that what we do matters and that it makes a difference in your life. That's what we want to hear, and we want to hear it from you. So thanks everybody who keeps joining us, and thanks for your comments. We look forward to seeing you again on Monday. All right, bye everybody.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help us spread TIPA's positive approach message around the world. And don't forget to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.